Probably gonna. Who's checking in? Who's checking in? Who is checking in? Go ahead and put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So today's topic is about competition. Competition is good, but great relationships are better and they will last a lifetime. I just want to put that out there. Competition is good, but great relationships will last a lifetime. So you either have to decide if you want a long-term situation or a short-term situation. That's the thing a lot of us struggle with as we move through this planet known as Earth, and putting the value in humans. What amount of value do you put in those connected to you? And what amount of value do those put into you that are connected to you? A lot of times you'll meet people for the short term. It happens all the time. There's some that will be around you, won't say forever, but for a very long time. I have a handful of friends that I've had for over 25, 30 years that I communicate on a regular basis in most cases. A lot of times I just shoot them a text and say, hey, how you doing? Just checking on you. And I do that, check on my people. I check on my people. And I've had the opportunity over a long period of time to get to meet other people and watch other people's behavior. Also being a father, I've had the opportunity to be able to share my experiences with my children. And I tell them some of the things to look out for. I give them examples. I'll give them a situation. And then I'll ask them, how would you apply it, what I'm sharing with you to something that has happened to you in your life? And then, I always push them to think about various possibilities in resolving a situation. And I say that to say that it's not too much that goes past me. I miss. Sometimes I act naive to throw people off, but I'm very astute to humans and why humans move the way they do. Sometimes you test humans. You put humans in a situation and see how they handle that situation. I don't go around testing everybody, but I test those that are in my circle, so I know they're in my circle for the right reason. But I don't do that as much as I should. I have some good conversation with people. I would never put them out there, but I've had some really good conversations with people over a course of time that I've met probably in the last 2, 3, 4 years. And then, we talk about things. And I also ask them, I say, well, was it me or did you hear what I heard? And then they'll say, yes, you are accurate. You're correct. Because sometimes you will hear things. How many times you been in a situation where you'll hear something and you'll say, I know she didn't just say that, or I know he didn't just say that. The nerve of them to say something like that. The nerve. Um, just think about how many times you've been in that situation where someone has said something to you, and you kind of had that, like, you had to take a step back and like, I know they didn't say that to me. You know, not like you have a sense of entitlement, but I know that what you say wasn't directed at me. I know people like to come up. They like to come up. They like to rise. They like to rise up. And I would never be the one to hold them down. But if you use my shoulders to get to the next level, you got to pull someone else up as well. You got to pull the person up who has lifted you up. And you cannot demonstrate behavior that is contradictory to that message. We about to get into some things, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get into some things. We're about to get into some things. And I'm saying this to say that I help people because I care. Words are good, but if action speaks louder than action speaks louder than words. Let me turn my do not disturb on because I'm getting disturbances. Speaks louder than words. And I always test a person by their actions. I get words all the time. I'm in the word business. I'm in the word business. But when it comes to treating those how you want to be treated, you got to show me in action. Otherwise, you're on that BS. You're on that BS. You're on that BS. I don't care if you got a GED or a PhD. It's what you do with that dash in your life. We all have a beginning and an end, but it's what you do within that dash of your life that will determine the content of your character. I don't care if you don't have it. I don't have a problem with that. But it's the things that you can do that you can't put a price on. There's things in life that you can do that you don't have to put a price on. That doesn't require you to swipe your card, to send a cash app, to give something that you view as tangible. It's the things that you can do that doesn't require financial exchange. I see a lot. I see a lot, but I don't say too much. But when you move around me, funny style, I'm going to look at you funny style. And this is just a general, again, I'm speaking in generalities. So don't conflate what I'm saying to mean I'm speaking about anyone in particular, because it applies to everyone that moves in a manner in which is not indicative of good, honest behavior. Because at the end of the day, if I got you, I got you. I got you. But you better have me too. Oh, I don't got you. I don't got you. You better have my back as I have yours. Otherwise, I don't got you. It's like on to the next. I don't know if see, I was gonna say something, but I'm saying I'm gonna hold off on saying that for right now. All I'm saying, this is just a Sunday message of competition is good. But to have great people around you that will be able to help you for at least their lifetime is better. It's better. Definitely better. And as it relates to this space that we're in now, this YouTube space, that's cool. It's cool. It's a different way of communicating with people. There are multiple platforms out there, but this is a different way. This is a different way. But I gotta spread some love around to the other platforms. So I'm not gonna be on YouTube too much, not that often. I will probably do uploads, but I probably won't be on YouTube that often. Just for personal choice, not that often. But I will be available via direct message. You guys can tweet me, reach out to me. You know how to reach out to me. I think I've said it enough times, and I think it's also posted in on the channel here. But I will also be on Hip Hop Inquirer as well, putting content out there. But I also have contracts with other companies, so some of the things that I would normally do to help others, I had to weigh that against what my profession is and what I actually, do for a living. So no one should take it any other way. This is all business, business. This is all business. So no one should take anything I'm saying other than that, because people know how to reach out to me. You need something from me, you know what it is. This is not a hobby. This is not a hobby. Definitely not a hobby. So just think about what I said. Think about what I said. Don't allow your narcissism to not see what I'm saying. To see what I'm saying. To see what I'm saying. That's all. I'm not in a competition with anybody. I am not in a competition with anybody. Not this late in the game. I'm not in competition. I'm not. Because if I'm literally running a race with you or in a competition with you, I go hard if I'm in a competition. If I'm in real competition, I go hard. I am not a stranger to competition. Not a stranger. Not at all. Oh, wow. What's going on? What's going on? I am worthy. What's the topic of this? Well, what happened? That caused this life. This life? Let's see. You like that Crip? You like that? You like that? You like the Crip Blue? You don't want to see me do the Crip dance. Let's see. What's going on, family? What's going on? Shirley Raspberry. I'm gonna have Shirley Raspberry. You're gonna have to change the Shirley banana or Shirley coconut. Cynthia said, no more live breaking news. Of course, I am a reporter. And I break news. I'm a reporter and I break news. So, yes, there will always be breaking news. That's what I do. I'm a reporter. The minute you say breaking news, you are in the media space. You are a reporter of sorts. Yes. Don't let, no. If you say I'm breaking news, you're a reporter. And us reporters are competitive, ladies and gentlemen. We are competitive. But not in a competition, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. Right. Once we hone in on a subject, we got right to the end. Someone had posted a comment on the page. It was in a hidden part because some comments don't make it to the top of the page. So if you don't see a comment there, it's probably because I didn't approve it. Someone says, I wouldn't have known about you. This is the funniest thing I heard. I would have never known about you if I didn't hear about Ernesto. Okay. I wouldn't have known about you until you made a comment on my page. What is your point? What is your point? That made no sense. I wouldn't have known about you until I heard about Shirley Ernesto. Well, I wouldn't have known about you until you made a comment. And I probably won't remember you afterwards. That's funny. Someone said, I didn't know about you until I saw you cover that story 20 years ago. Well, good. That's how people get to know you. They see you by way of your work. That's how they get to know you. They see you by way of what you do. So you don't have to attribute your knowledge of me to one particular story, or maybe you can do that. I only knew you because of this story. This is not the first. This ain't gonna be the last. There are multiple stories out there constantly. I cherry pick the stories I want to cover. I can do that at this point. I don't have a news editor that says you got to do it this way. You got to do it. No. I'm putting in my work. I had editors. I had editors until I became one. We all start somewhere. So yes, we all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. And it depends on what story you've covered that stood you out from the rest. Some different stories. I can honestly say that there's not one particular story that I can say that catapulted me in the media space over the last 20 years, I guess. I guess social media has made more people knew about me because a lot of people knew about me because of my written articles that have been published in national publications. Print articles that have been published in national publications. 10-page spreads. I think my biggest spread was probably about 10-page article in a magazine. 10 pages, that's a lot. Anyone understand media knows 10 pages in a magazine is a lot. And it was the BMF story. There was only two reporters. I'm gonna show you how this space works. There were two reporters that were really honing in on the Black Mafia family. And it was a Marla from the Creative Loafing. For those who remember, Creative Loafing was a publication. I don't know if they're still around, but they were a big publication out of the South. And she was doing an excellent job on covering the Black Mafia family, Big Meech, Terry, and the rest of the crew. And then I was tasked with also doing coverage of that particular crime family through a publication that I was with, that I had the opportunity to get down in dirty with that story. When I say down and dirty, I mean I had to travel to Detroit. I had to travel to federal courts. I had to do. I had to go to pull the. I had to I had to do a lot of stuff. I'll just say I had to do a lot of stuff. And one of the things that stood out with that particular story is I got a letter from Big Meech that was published. The first letter that he wrote, and I have the article that he wrote in jail. It was published in the mag. I got the first letter he wrote, and I published it. And it was something during that time that people paid attention to because he was a major player in both Detroit and Atlanta. But there's no one story I can say that really. I don't know. I think that Trump is cool. I guess Trump is probably a big story. I would say the Trump case is big. I've got. I guess that would be the story because it hit many publications, many national publications. It's going to be a part of another project. So that's a big story. It's a big story that only a handful of people that are actually in the mix of it, they're actually that's going to be covering it. Now, people are going to do, coverage of other people's, regurgitate other people's reporting, but actually being a part of that story is probably one of the biggest ones. Cardi B was another one of this era. That was another one. That one stood out pretty far. It actually helped a lot of people launch their, I guess, YouTube careers with that particular story. And it also inspired others to now want to cover court cases. So that story actually helped. I kind of, help open the door for others to be able to now be, use that as another stream of income covering it. There were YouTubers that wasn't even thinking about this. I don't cover a case. Why would I? No, what's that all about? No. Yeah, but it's, again, some got the lesson, some still didn't get the lesson. Some understood the assignment, others didn't understand the assignment. But it still opened the door for others in California, New Orleans. I can say I have laid I put my marker there. Others would say it. I put my mark there. I made a mark there where others can benefit from. So I don't feel like I did anything wrong. But I also say don't play in my face either, because I'm a Scorpio. I know how to move. Right. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm venting right now. He seems to be venting. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just venting right now, but also sharing information. Accept that what applies, disregard what doesn't apply. That's all. Not just venting. I don't like to use the word venting. I'm not airing anyone out, nor am I airing myself out. I'm just talking. So don't you guys are coming in, and this is just, I should have kept this for the memberships, because a lot of you that are watching now may or may not been watching before, but I'm just talking in generality. That's it, right? I'm sitting in the car. I just went to someone's baptism. I watched them have a baptism, and it was beautiful for them. It was very beautiful. Beautiful for me watching them. So yeah, I'm just sitting in the car right now. I might get in the pool in a little while. Who knows? Oh, okay. Thank you, Knicks. Thank you for helping them understand, because people are coming in, and the mods know how I get sometimes. Sometimes I come out and just vent. It's not always about the work. Sometimes come out Sunday, you have a conversation, then people can join the conversation. They can share their stories. They can kind of give examples of maybe something I've said. This is an open platform. We all can talk. No, I didn't say he wasn't. I'm not. No, I don't. I wasn't saying he wasn't defending me. I was just saying that he was telling people, yeah, I'm venting. I didn't mean it in any derogatory way. I do, because I'm a New Yorker. I come across aggressive sometimes. Don't judge me. I'm a New Yorker. Something. I'm gonna shift topics a little bit. I saw it recently in the last 24 hours, 48 hours, there was an uptick in crimes in Central Park in New York. There was an uptick in crimes in Central Park in New York. At least 3 people were robbed in the last 48, 72 hours in Central Park. I used to ride my bike from the Bronx all the way down to downtown Manhattan through Central Park, and I used to work out in Central Park. So I have a lot of memories in Central Park. It saddens me to see how the crime has risen in Central Park. When people take their kids to Central Park. I've done photo shoots in Central Park. I've brought. I used to have I used to teach martial arts, so I used to bring my students there. We used to train in Central Park. We used to walk through Central Park. We used to run through Central Park. So when I see a uptick in crime in Central Park, I think it's a problem, and I think it's something that should be dealt with. Back then, when there was a sense of crime rising in Central Park in New York, they had organizations like the Guardian Angels that were used to patrol Central Park and made people feel safe. And I'm saying that to say that New York is really seeing uh, some really bad days in New York, some real bad days in New York, and I just wish that uh, they do more to address that, as well as even in the subways. That's another problem, New York City. Is there so many crimes happening in the subways? It's ridiculous. People are coming on the trains with guns and everything. It's weird. It's weird to me, ladies and gentlemen. It's weird. Oh, Lisa, don't leave the Scorpios alone now. Be nice. Did P Diddy do it? I don't know if he did it. Absolutely. And I was one of the martial arts instructors for the Guardian Angels early on. Early on. I give you guys some stories you wouldn't even believe it. Early on. Yeah, I know Curtis Slewa, aka Rock, ROCK. So I knew Curtis for many years in the 80s. In the 80s. Red pill or blue pill, what do you choose? At my age, I'm gonna take the blue pill. Private joke. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Oh, we meet again. That's right, Morpheus. We meet again. Hold on a second. I'm just reading some of the comments. Right. Joanne, what did you say? A lot of people, no, a lot of folks vent or speak on social media. I know you meant social media. I'm kind of, uh, I know it's a typo. At least he is not coughing, snorting, and honking. Damn, who's coughing, snorting, and honking? Oh, that's gross. Who's doing all that? Oh, my goodness. Okay, my Arab. Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. Okay. Oh, okay. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I get it. People have to do that, but that was so annoying. That's one of the things I used to say. I said, "Why you be doing that?" I'm like, "What the heck? What are you doing?" But I get people do it. They got allergies, but that used to really irk me. I'm like, "Wait a minute." We would go out to a lunch, and she'd be doing that. She'd be like, "Wait a minute. If you want my food, say you want my food. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that." Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Okay, so your question. Let's see. Let me answer your question. Lakeisha Elder. I know he's saying something, but my question was, what was the cause for it? Like the cause and effect. Clearly, he's speaking from something. So I'm speaking from experience. The cause is because I just felt like talking. You think something actually triggered this conversation? It could be a series of things that was inside me. I just had to let it out. So I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Right. I smell a homosexual spirit. You smell a homosexual spirit. You might want to take a shower if you smell that. You might want to take a shower. You mean you want to wash that off of you? You might want to use something more than Dove. Don't play with me. You might want to use something more than Dove. If anyone, let me say this, I can say this out right now. If anyone detect some homosexual vibes coming from this platform, you better go to the other platform because clearly you don't got you looking at the wrong platform. You know they had that brown soap back in the day. I don't know why my mother used to use that brown soap, but you know that brown soap that made you itch. You know the brown soap, it was a big block like the government cheese, but it was brown, the brown version. The brown version. They said, "Go ahead, you wash yourself," and they're like, "What? This stuff make me itch. I'm not using that stuff." Moderates, take that person out. 'Cause that person just want to be a distraction. They probably had no one loving them. Moderate, get them out of here. They probably had no love growing up. Let's say the weirdest thing. Don't come in with grown folks talking, playing your little kiddie games. Get yourself out of here. All right. What the heck going on? Thank you, Lily. What the heck going on over here? Now, if I shout you out, you gotta be a member to get a shout out over here, Gigi. You gotta be a member. Oh well, she might have took you out. You gotta be a member to get a shout out over here. You gotta be someone that is so loyal that I just have to give it to you. You gotta be a member. We ain't playing those games over here. You know, I can guess one or two people it could have been. It could be one or two people. I ain't gonna just say that, it's that person, but it's only two or three people I suspect it is. I ain't gonna put their name out, but I get a feeling they want to come here. They can't put their photo up. They can't say it with their chest. Nice egg, bro. What egg? What you talking about? My head? I got an egg head? You really trying to play me like that? What are you suspecting? I don't know what that. What? Listen, if you're gonna come and type in the comment section, proofread your comment before you hit the send button. Because I don't speak jive, ebonics, or BS. Do that for me. Do that for me, please. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Proofread what you type so I can read it. Hi from Nick Her. Hi from Nick Her. What the did you just say? Right, no photo, no face, no case. Liberty City. Yo, you're rough out in Liberty City. You're rough out in Liberty City. I like your rough out in Liberty. Yeah, I like that. Take out Chris. Get rid of Chris. Tell me where's the mistake. I will proofread it for you, bro. Nah, you don't have proofread. Just retype it. Just retype it. Let's see. The 302. Okay. The 302. What is the destined area? What is the destined area? I know the destination, but where's the destination area? The 302 Delaware. I got a good friend. Let me tell you who. Let me tell you. You should know. You from Delaware. The author Terry Woods is from Delaware. The author True to the Game is from Delaware. That's the only connection I have to Delaware. Lisa Gordon, St. Louis. Yes, you know I covered a story involving not the show per se. Welcome to Sweetie Pies, and then I also was in Ferguson and drove out to their restaurant. I don't think the restaurant's there anymore, but and then I interviewed Tim Norman, who was ultimately convicted in federal court. I interviewed him. Interesting interview as well. Oh, okay, 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 okay. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, Pensacola, Emerald City. Okay, okay. Now I know. Now I know. Why are you hungry? Oh, she is about to open a new one. Man, that was a story, man. That was a very sad story because I seen the nephew when I went there. Cleveland, Ohio. What's up, Cleveland, Ohio? Now I got some friends out in Cleveland now. Cleveland is, man. R.I.P. to Tamir Rice. R.I.P. to Tamir Rice. Well, I don't know if BMF got a bad name, and I don't know BMF. Like I know they had some folks out there, but not so much. I think. I mean, I tell you, put St. Louis on the map. Nelly. Put St. Louis on the map. Nelly. And one of my guys slowed down was with the St. Lunatics, but Nelly put St. Louis on the map. You're funny. You know that? Oh, Coffee. Ooh. No, I was. Did Meach get Cuffy locked up? Did Cuffy get Cuffy locked up? Because he was a doubt. How you? Wait a minute. You did 60 shots, only 5 hits. What were you shooting with? I know. I heard that too. I heard when I went to St. Louis, that people have mixed feelings about Nelly. Don't really rep him hard, but he repped him hard coming out the gate. Maybe the first couple of years he did rep St. Louis hard. Who remembers without Googling? See, you guys gonna Google, so you're gonna Google it. I'm just gonna say Nelly had one of the hottest clothing lines out. It was decent. Vocal. Who remember Vocal? Valenti? Okay. Yeah, he had a good clothing line, the Vocal. Damn, Nelly ain't rep your city? What's the name of that red car? I don't know. Okay, okay. Gang, gang, gang? I don't know. Yo, I forgot Chingy was all right. Chingy. Yo, that was whack with that trans did to Chingy. That was so whack. Sydney Star, and then he comes back out. I said it. He comes back out and try to defend himself for what he did to Chingy. And Chingy was pretty hot back then. He was like, he would have been that guy, like for real. How you get bullied at your school? How old are you? How old are you? You getting bullied at your school? How old are you? Thank you, Fedora. Thank you. Don't let nobody bully you. Don't let nobody bully you. I don't know how old you are, but don't let nobody bully you. You're 8. You can't be 8 because you got to be 21 to be on my platform. Yo, get You said you ate. Do me a favor. Block that person. Block that person. You can't be on my platform if you ate. We're gonna block you. Oh, they are. Right. So we block trolls. Yeah, that's right. We go hard. We do. People don't say what. That's just you're being arrogant. You New Yorkers are arrogant. No, we really do. That concrete jungle is real in New York. It's real. He may not be eight, but he also not a part. He's not here anymore. She put him on the timeout. She kicked him out. Carter C. How'd you find me, Carter C? What up, dude? What up, Playboy? What up, gangsta? Right. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not. Am I allowed to stay? I don't know. That's up to Lily. She decides to take you out. You out of here. She may decide to take you out. She don't play with you. She ain't gonna play. She can't play with this platform. She gonna take you out. Man, you're a Knicks fan. Wow. I'm a Knicks fan of the old Knicks. I think when Michael Jordan was playing with the Chicago Bulls, and the Knicks were playing the Chicago Bulls, that was a time to be alive. Go to YouTube and pull up the videos of when Michael Jordan played New York Knicks. That was a time to be alive. I didn't see the Cuffy interview. I'm gonna look it up. Pick a car for an edit. What are you talking about? Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing never won a championship ring. Am I correct? I don't think Patrick Ewing won a championship ring. I could be wrong. I don't think Patrick Ewing ever won a championship ring. Right. Right. Patrick Ewing. You know something? What's weird? I haven't really heard much of Patrick Ewing. He just kind of fell in the background. Who also was a serious contender in New York? Charles Oakley. Oakley. Charles and Anthony Mason. Rest in peace, Anthony Mason. Right. Yeah, he did. He did. Anthony Mason definitely did. But it was also who else? Um, who had the best jump shot in that era from the Knicks? Mark. Mark married. What's his name? Mark Starks or Starks? Who remembers Starks? Charles. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that to Charles. It's Charles Oakley. Don't do him like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Amen. Amen. All right, guys. I just was on here venting a little bit. That's all. Yeah. John Starks. Yes, he was a good point guard. John Starks was a good point guard. Who do you guys think is the best 3-point shooter of all times? Give me three names in the last 30 years that was the best 3-point shooter of all time. And I'm going to do East Coast. Y'all can come with the West Coast. I'm coming with the East Coast. The best 3-point shooter besides myself. Reggie Miller. Ooh, you did. You got down with that one. You got Kevin. You got down with Reggie Miller. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Let's see. Who else? It was someone else. Reggie Miller. Now he was fire. No, we talked. Yeah, Pippen, Marbury. Yes. Curry, new school. Steph Curry's good. You got West Coast. Let's see who else. Good three pointer. Good three pointer. Steve Kerr. Yes, I give it to Steve. Steve Kerr was really nice. But I'm gonna hit you in the head with one. I got one right there. Let's see, 3 point. Well, John Starks. John Starks was a great three pointer. John Stockton as well, but John Starks was a great three pointer. Of course, Iverson. No, Iverson. I won't say he was more of a great point guard. I won't say he was the best three pointer, but more of a point guard. Man, you understand Damian? You said Damian. I don't know. I gotta check. I don't know Damian's record. But you're the only one who said it 3 times. By the way, Exotic. You're the only one who said it 3 times. You're saying they need to go outside? Like, absolutely, I agree. Because I learned how to play basketball on the concrete. Like the polo grounds that's in New York and Harlem. Uh, some of the tournaments we played outside. PAL, Police Athletic League, full courts, 3-on-3s. Kobe, Kobe, yeah, Kobe's great. Rest in peace, Kobe. Absolutely. How about Spud Webb? No, he wasn't a good 3 point. He was just a good guard. Paul Pierce was nice. Paul Pierce was nice. I'm gonna ask one question. This question: who was the best player of all time for the Boston Celtics? Best player of all time from the Boston Celtics. Derrick Rose was nice. Jason Terry. Jason Terry. Okay. And you don't got to Google this. This should have came out right away. You true basketball players. No. Larry Bird. Bird, you got it. Bird. Larry Bird was Larry Bird was that dude. Larry Bird. You got to look at the clips, guys. Go pull the clips of Larry Bird for the Boston Celtics. Larry Bird. I'm gonna tell you who was for the Celtics. It was Larry Bird. For the New York Knicks, depending on what era, it was definitely Patrick Ewing. It was also well, did Will Chamberlain play for? He played for Philly, I think. Will Chamberlain. Shout out to Random Girl. You got a shout out, Random Girl. Yo, Lisa, you are wrong. What? What? Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that. Because didn't Reggie Miller play for the Celtics at one time? Reggie Miller played for the Celtics. Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale. Yeah. Oh, yo, listen, you are a true basketball. Zada, you a true basketball fan. You hit him. Listen, I hated Bird because I was a New York Knicks fan, but I like Bird too. When they went to an East Coast conference, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. You like Bird because he's white? That's only white. See, there you go. See, you can't be in this conversation. Kyrie Irving got a nice handle. Nice handle. Nice handle. Okay, here's another quiz. Who was the best player of all time for the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons. I'm gonna see how good you guys are. The Detroit Pistons. Let's see what you guys say. Oh, you went way back, Spoon. You went way back. You went way back. Let's see here. Isaiah, there you go. Spoon, there you go, Spoon. Spoon, you did it. Isaiah Thomas. Woo! Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was the marquee name. Isaiah was the marquee name for the. Dennis Rodman was Chicago Bulls. What are you talking about? Dennis Rodman was the Chicago Bulls. Bill Laimbeer, yep. The dirtiest. No, you can't. No, you can't. Eva, get out here capping. Lily, get Eva out here. She capping. You can't come over here capping now, Eva. Get out here. Eva, Lily, put Eva on timeout. She capping. We ain't doing no capping over here. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me see. He played for Pistons first. Oh, okay. Yeah, he got traded. But he didn't make a name for himself until he got with Chicago Bulls. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. People really start taking notice of him when he came to Chicago. Oh, what was the Chicago lineup with Jordan? Who remembers the entire Chicago lineup when Jordan played? Spurs, Bulls. Pistons, Spurs, Bulls. Joe Dumars. Okay. Who's the best player in the world right now? Is there even a such thing as the best player in the world right now? No, because you would have to be tested. No player has been tested to be the best player. Now, I would definitely say one of the top tens would definitely be LeBron. I don't know about the die. He had his hair dyed in Chicago, I think. I think his hair was dyed in Chicago. Okay, okay. Look at you, Cynthia, Googling. Cynthia, Googling. Cynthia, I know you're Googling. Top 15, 20 right now? Oh, man. Okay. 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 Put way too high entertainment. Put him on a timeout. We talking basketball. You talking about boxing. Get him out of here. Let's see here. Okay, who was the marquee name for the Spurs? The marquee name for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, Cynthia, you ain't Googling, Cynthia? Okay. That's what's up. That's pretty good. That's impressive. Tim Duncan. Yes, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, a legend. Oh, my goodness. Is Tim still playing? Did Tim retire yet? Because, man, I swear he's been playing forever. Oh, you live in Santa? Okay, okay. Tim Duncan. The best. Now, Spurs, listen. I was quietly rooting for the Spurs when they were playing against New York one time, I think. Oh, he's not playing anymore? Tony Parker was special. Yes, he was. He was fast. Tony Parker was fast. Very fast. No, Tim was great. Tim was great. You know, I used to go to I used to go to like the All-Star games for several years. I've shot several basketball. You guys got to see my basketball shots. Oh, the first I think one of the first games I shot courtside was in Houston. I never shot a New York Knicks game, but I've shot All-Star games. I've shot the celebrity games and the basketball. I have some good shots. I shot Atlanta Hawks several times, but I never shot the New York Knicks. Is Ginobili still playing? You know something? I'm gonna drop a basketball shot, an action shot I'm gonna drop a few basketball shots today. How about that? That's my promise to you members. It's gonna be on the membership section. I'm dropping 3 great shots, and I'm gonna drop 2 celebrity ones as well that played in the All-Star game. But it's nothing like shooting a sports game. They go up for the dunk. You gotta get the dunk shot. You gotta get, man. Woo! What up? What up? What up? Now I'm gonna drop some shots. I'm gonna share some of that stuff today. Now that I think about it, those are some great shots, man. Woo! I be careful about what I put out because then I put it out in the public domain, and then I want to use it for my book. So I got to be very careful. I'm gonna share one or two, maybe 1 or 2 shots, but I got to be very careful. Cartwright, Grant, Jordan, Paxson, John Paxson, and Pippen. Someone you met who's the 6th man on that team? I don't know. That's a good question. Why didn't we? I always wondered why we didn't win a championship. I was so pissed off. I'm like, we got to pull one in. Then we started trading and spending money for the top players, and we never brought it home. That's just crazy. I think something about BJ Armstrong was always kind of funny for me. I don't know something about BJ. I don't know. We're gonna leave that one alone. Right. We had to. Now, no one could touch us on baseball. We had Yankees, the Mets. We were like, come on, you can't touch us on baseball. Stop it. Yeah, Purdue. Right. Purdue. Right. But it was someone else I think you missed. The lineup. The lineup. Right. We still can't get a win. This is crazy. We got to spend. I don't know who. Like, listen. Somebody got to be traded to New York. We need that win. We need to get Who do we need to get to New York? We need well, Kyrie's Nets, right? Kyrie's Nets. We Man, we can't put a New York team together. Right. Horace Grant was good. Horace used to wear his glasses. Yeah, Horace Grant was good. We just couldn't pull it off. I just want to see a championship come from the Knicks in my lifetime. I just want to see one. Me and Spike Lee and who else? Like diehard Knicks fans. We still diehard. I don't care. I may be in Georgia, but I'm rooting for the Knicks. No, of course not. Come on, Stephon Marbury. No, no, no. He played in pole grounds. No, 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 no. Before he became pro. Okay, Cartwright, Grant, Jordan, Paxton, Pippen, but can't remember the 6th man. Right. Mm-mm-mm. Right. Come on. Now you said, listen. Aaliyah, you are right. Pat Riley, Pat Riley went from New York to Lakers, but he helped the Lakers. What the hell are you doing, Pat? You couldn't bring that for us? Pat Riley, that's a legend now. It was Pat Riley, and who was the other one? That was Marv Albert, the commentator that bit the girl in the back or something. Marv Albert. Who remember that scandal when Marv Albert was accused of biting some chick in the back on some freaky, weird stuff? Marv Albert, the announcer. You probably don't remember that. That was crazy. Crazy time. That was a crazy time, Cynthia. Crazy. Right, Van Gundy had the heart. Any two times you get in a brawl with your team. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Knicks coach name was Phil Jackson. The Knicks coach was Phil Jackson. Right, Phil Jackson. You notice that they went from New York and other teams and gave them the. All right. Man, Phil Jackson. The little short dude. Who you talking about, Spud Webb? You talking about the player or you talking about who you talking about, Spud? No. The short dude. Let's see. The short dude. The coach. For the Knicks? Van Gundy? No. Oh, Oh, Phil Jackson's on Chicago. Right. He brought him to New York. Okay, so who was it? Oh my goodness. You're right. Jeff Van Gundy, right? Jeff Van Gundy. I think you're right, Jeff Van Gundy. Yep. It was Jeff Van Gundy. It was two Van Gundys. It was a brother and two brothers. I remember. Pat Pat Van Gundy. I don't know. It was Pat Van Gundy. Oh my God. Can the Knicks get a win? That's all I want to say. Can the Knicks get a win? Lisa, you all right. Who was the person that you would not mess with that would fight you with no problem? Player right now that is now a sportscaster that would have no problem throwing blows. Who was that player that had no problem throwing blows? It was a few of them, but Charles Barkley. We gotta listen. We gotta give Charles Barkley some respect. Charles was doing his thing. Oh, John Starks had a Napoleon complex. He wasn't busting a grape in a fruit fight. Matt Barnes, yeah. Matt Barnes, like he's Matt, yeah. And yeah, Mason, yes. Mason wasn't playing the radio. Mason wasn't playing the radio. All right, guys. You gotta go and I gotta go. With that said, I appreciate you. I really do. This was just a little impromptu live. Uh, it's Sunday. I just wanted to let off a little steam. With that, I do appreciate y'all. I really do. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. There's a lot happening tomorrow. But I won't say until I'm in the mix tomorrow. With that, peace, love, and prosperity.